lot of work, just working, kind of stay focused. You know, back in the industry, getting to it.
Got you. I'm glad you made time to sit and chit chat with me.
Oh, come on, this family.
Popping out here.
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to stay humble though. You know, I don't need all the lights, camera, action, but you know, every now and then you gotta sit down with important people, and you're one of those important people.
Thank you.
That's trendsetting in the DMV, so why not?
Definitely so. So let's jump right into it. So tell the people, who is Larry?
Larry, what up? Larry, the Renaissance man. It's like, no. I'm more like what they call a multi-potentialite. Definition of that is, basically, I have mastered many different skill sets, and I have reached like the potential in those different fields. So it's like I know a little bit about a lot of things.
Okay.
And I kind of use that to the best of my ability to build, brand, become. Basically, that's how I started the company. You know?
Right. I was gonna say, so build, brand, become. See that hashtag all over Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Right. So that is the hashtag for your company, the Br8 Agency. Right. So tell me a little bit more about that.
So the Br8 Agency basically came about actually 3 years ago. I was out on tour, you know, helping different artists, working with King Lowe's, Damon Blue, V-Dot, and came off the road and kind of felt like, you know, I was doing stuff for people, but it wasn't for me.
Okay.
You know, I was more like an agent, and came back home and, you know, was on the couch sitting with my beautiful girlfriend, and day to day, man, we were just on the couch writing out notes and going back and forth, coming up with concepts and ideas, and I just decided to start an agency so I can represent the talent instead of me just helping.
Okay.
So the Br8 Agency is it's a marketing management agency where we represent, you know, actors, models, producers, DJs, artists, R&B, hip hop. I mean, what I did was I took a little bit of everything I've done over the past years and put it into a perspective from the company's perspective.
So because of that, I'm glad you said over the years. So I've known you to be a dancer.
Right.
You've been in a couple movies.
Right.
Like to me, when I hear your name is like Larry is Baltimore.
Right.
So tell us how like that transition, like from doing all of that to this helps out.
All right. So basically, I'm originally from Raleigh, North Carolina.
What?
Yeah, I'm a country boy.
That.
Yeah, I'm a country boy. My mother moved up here when I was 2. You know, some stuff with my dad. My dad was real abusive, and she just couldn't get down with us. So one day she packed out bags and hopped on the bus and came to Baltimore. Actually came to DC where my grandmother was living at the time. And then we ended up coming to Baltimore. When we got here, we lived in West Baltimore, Mount Street. It was bad at the time. And you know, just being here, growing up without a father figure. You know what I'm saying? The only son. I had 3 sisters. I had to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, leaving from Mount Street, West Baltimore, we ended up moving out Holland to Ridge. And woo, I think that's where I got my DNA from. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness, you had to have a strong backbone living out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everybody had brothers and sisters. I had sisters. There was a lot of brothers, sisters. But I guess just from being my God-given talent was dance.
Okay.
So, like every day I would, you know, come home from school. Sometimes I go to the recreation center, you know, help out there. And then some days I would just go in my basement, turn on my radio, and just dance for hours. Nobody there, just dancing.
Yeah.
And, you know, over the years, that's exactly what I started doing. I just started going to the clubs more.
I was gonna say, for you not to be from here, you rap. Like, with the club music, everything.
Right.
Like,
that's crazy,
all
right?
of that.
Not a lot of people don't know that though. They think I'm from here.
Well, that's good. And because of that, I think we were kind of chit-chatting or not. We was on the same Facebook status at one point about, or somebody posted something regarding the talent being overlooked in Baltimore. Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, the thing is, man, see, the talent here in Baltimore is saturated. It's like hustling. You know how all the hustlers say, oh man, I can get this and I can sell it. I can sell this hair. I can do this. See, a lot of the rappers are just getting into it not for the passion, they get in for the hustle. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times they get in and they paying. You know what I'm saying? They paying to get things done. And then you find them paying the wrong people to get things done, so things aren't getting done. My only gripe with that is, you know what I'm saying, like, I've been here so long helping these artists for, you know, I've started many different platforms, I just don't like when they come to me to bail them out.
To fix it.
Yeah, to fix it.
They should have came to you the first place.
Yeah,
you know. Yes. But that's what your agency does.
That's what my agency does. That's good. To be real honest, that's one of the reasons why I started, the agency as well.
Because people just come out to you anyway.
Yeah. So like, just yesterday, I'm in the house. I'm sitting on the phone. One of my good friends, DJ Calico, he hit me up. He said, "Larry, I need a DJ for for Wednesday at Green Turtle." I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see.
Oh, yeah, connect to no people.
Before you know, I have 5 gigs coming from different places. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just like, I guess when people know you're proven to get things done and come through, job.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
So who are some of the artists that you work with?
In the past, I've worked with Paula Campbell. I actually choreographed a whole set, a whole stage. So I recruited the dancers. I worked with another artist, people might be familiar with, named Davon. Had the song Different. I hired all the dancers, choreographed for them.
Dang, you ain't call me.
Man, you probably wasn't around at the time. You probably just got here. But I had a couple of the guys from Oregon. Frank Brim, he danced with me during the time. Also, I worked with a lot of hip hop artists. Tim Trees, Boss Man. I even did some work with Rough Ends back then.
Okay.
I'm currently working with Br8. I work with King Los. I've been on 150 tours with him, like shows.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot. That's dedication.
Yeah. I love it though. I love being on that stage. Who else? Ra.
Okay.
Raw Lee. I've actually was Raw Lee's go-to guy. Whenever he would produce a beat, and the artist, he would call me up to choreograph for the artist. So currently, I'm now A&R the project with Raw Lee.
Everything.
Currently, A&R the project called the Sound Baltimore with Raw Lee. So.
Okay. Well, let's take a quick break. Let's get some food.
Yeah.
We're gonna come back and let people know more about who Larry is. So we're back and we just had some bomb food. I'm real full. I don't know how we're gonna get through the rest of the video. So shout out to Tony Alunadale. Seafood is amazing. Y'all gotta come check it out. So now that we full, we got some food in our systems. Let's get back into what we were talking about. So tell me, what inspires you?
What inspires me? Growing up without a father.
Okay.
That was my inspiration. I knew, if I didn't try, if I didn't succeed, if I didn't make it, wasn't nobody behind me that was gonna push me to do it. At the time, my mom was strung out on drugs, you know what I'm saying? No father figure. So it's like, what are you gonna do?
Right.
Being the only boy, So that's what inspired me.
Okay. So without getting you in too much trouble with all the people that you work with, who can you say might be your favorite artist that you work with so far? Without shading nobody.
It would have to be Los.
Okay.
I've learned a lot with Los, working with Los. I went from, being a road manager, stage manager, to actually performing with him. So I would say
Okay.
King Los.
Right.
That's what you want to call you, King Los, Big Los.
Right, Big Los. All these smoothies and stuff you know. That's what's up though. Who would you want to work with in the future? Like, who is somebody that you really, if you had the opportunity to work with in the industry, who would you want to work with?
I'm not interested in nobody. I'd rather work with somebody that's not in the industry to get them in the industry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not pressed. I've met a lot of those guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not gonna say, like, now, if I could get in the studio and make some records, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have one specific person. I met Puff last year, and
it was like, okay.
It was like me and my guy Ant. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was cool. Like, Puff look at me. I got on shades. He got on shades. He just staring at me like.
Like, what's up?
Los like, nah, he good. He good people. Cause you know when people look at you, they try to see you. They can read your spirit.
Yeah.
And afterwards, he like, all right,
Like,
Los, I need y'all in the studio when we listen to these records. Yeah, but I'm not. I don't have a person that I would love to work with.
Right.
Let me work with everybody.
That's what's up, because that's what you do. So that says a lot. I think I read somewhere like a while ago that if it wasn't you discovered not mindless behavior, but prodigy.
Prodigy and mindless behavior. Yep.
How did that happen?
Actually, big shout out to Frank Brown, Frank Nitty. During the time I was going to Morgan, Frank was one of the dancers that I would use a lot working, and he told me about this kid. He was like, you gotta see this kid. He kept sending me YouTube videos. At first I was just like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then I actually took the time and looked into the videos, and I became a fan myself. And everywhere I would go, I'm talking about Raven's house, homeboys' houses, I would turn this kid video on and show people. Everybody was blown away. And I think I did step up to the movie. And after I finished, I had contacted the family via MySpace at the time.
Oh God, take it back.
And I told his name was Lord Craig at the time. I told him, could you have your parents contact me? And I got a phone call from his father the next day, and basically just telling who I was. And his father was like, man, well, a lot of people done told us what they was going to do and what they can do. I said, listen, I'm not telling you what I can do. I'm just letting you know that Dave Scott wants to meet your son. And he was blown away. And he was like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to make it happen? So during the time, right after the movie was shot, the whole cast, dancers and choreographers, they were going around the world doing like summits. So they came to Reston, Virginia to do a summit. And I reached out to the family to have him come to the summit. It was just like, man, his father was like, I just lost my job. We really, we don't have the money at the time to really do this. And come to find out, they live 15 minutes from me. I never met this kid though. Every day I'm posting his videos. Right. I'm just a fan. He lived right behind me in Whitemouth.
Wow.
So I ended up, having his father come meet me down at the 7-Eleven. During the time I was working with K Swift. So I had the promo truck. I had all the, my CDs in the car. And he pulled up and he was like, he got out the car, he had on some purple, he had on some gold boots, a purple jacket. I was like, you Omega? He's like, yeah. I said, I got you. I said, because Omega got me through college. He looked at me, he was like, okay. And he went to the convention and called me probably like 2 o'clock that evening. It was like, as soon as Craig got here, Dave Scott asked him to come up to the front, start freestyling. He said he went crazy, blew it away. But he was saying like throughout the day they was having different classes. And once he really couldn't pick up on the routines. But he said by the end of the day they had a dance battle. He was 8 years old at the time, just to remember this. The oldest contestant probably was like 18. He beat the dance contest. So during the time he was there, instead of him going to eat lunch, he with them on the table banging, beating on the table, humming, singing. And to be honest, I didn't even know he could sing.
Really?
I just knew he was a dope dancer.
Right.
And he hooked up with Dave Scott and Jamal Sims doing that. His father got their contact. And probably like a couple of months later, he got a phone call from Walter Millsap and Timberland, basically telling him what they was doing. They was creating a new boy band, and they wanted to bring his son out there to audition. And he flew out. I remember the day he flew out. They came to meet me in Little Italy. I was doing some club down there. They came to meet me. He shook my hand. His father, Lil Craig, grabbed me, hugged me so tight. Yeah, and he was like, his father was like, I think it's about to happen. I said, it already happened.
It's all right. It's done.
And then you had him. And he looked at me. He really didn't believe that. And he called me when they got to LA. He said he walked into the audition. He called me at 2:30. He walked in. He walked up to the front. Dave Scott come behind him. Signed his kid. He's sick. He ain't never been back since. And they built the group all around him. Mm-hmm.
And look, that kind of ties into your whole agency. You see something in people, and then go with it.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's one of my highlights.
Really?
That I don't even shine on though. Like he came to my house about 3 months ago. He hit me up on Instagram. It's like, "What's Larry? You around?" Like, yeah, he's like, man, my girlfriend would go to the movies. She wanted to meet us at the movies.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, he do little stuff like that. I was like, we actually went there and I couldn't, like, it wasn't cheap seats.
Right.
So I'm like, I'll catch you later. I said, when you finish, hit me up, maybe we can stop past the house.
Right.
So he ended up stopping past the house. We chatted up for a nice little amount of time. He left the group. He currently with, what is the dude? He's with Teddy Riley.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
he signed with Teddy Riley and I'm now working on the project.
By himself. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah. So you mentioned K-Swift, so I want to kind of transition to that because I think I've seen a couple times before that you said that she's had some type of impact on your career or you being in Baltimore. Want to talk a little bit about that?
Alright, so the K-Swift situation came when I was working with Paula. So K-Swift was the DJ when I was working with Paula. And from that situation, just seeing my professionalism and how I go about things, she wanted to work with me. So she's like, yo, I'm going to start doing my own music thing. I got my own artist, blah, blah, blah. I need you to work with me. At the time, it was my last year of college. I was doing, I was a floorman at Scores. And I was driving a limo, bringing all the VIP clients in. One night, the GM, he drank too much liquor. He got real disrespectful with me. And he was like, it was 2:30 in the morning, and at the time I had custody of my nephew. He was like 16 years old, just came out the system. So I'm like, I gotta get home. You feel me? I can't have him in the house with it. Oh, you not gonna take my clients home? I told him that I couldn't take the client home. You know what I'm saying? He like, motherfucker, you not gonna give me my keys? And I lost it. You know what I'm saying? I lost it. And now this job, I was making $1,600 in 4 days. You know what I'm saying? And I lost it. Yeah, like I lost it. Man, fuck this job. I don't need to be here. And I walked out the back, and the assistant manager at the time, he was like, he just drunk. He gonna get over, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But I really wasn't cool. And the next day, I get a phone call from Swift. She's like, yo, Amazon got a show out Turner Station. I ain't never been to Turner Station in my life. She said, they paying him $600. Give him $500, and you take the $100. I said, all right, not cool. And from that day forth, I ended up just being that person for her road manager, for her artists that she was working with. And she started saying, I take the artists in the studios, take them to stores when they need to go to, whatever they needed to do, I was there with them. Not knowing I was preparing myself for being there enough, what I'm doing now. So one day she was like, yo, you can't just be my road manager. Like, I need to bring you in as a partner because you just do too much. And we ended up partnering up. And I was, a partner with Next Level. And I actually took Young Leak to get his situation. Took Amazon to get his situation with Geffen. From here to Atlanta, we drove 10 hours straight. Actually take Young Leak back and forth to New Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
You've been doing this, like, legit in it. Like, in it. So, what do you think is the biggest misconception about Baltimore?
The crab in the barrel mentality. Because everybody not like that. You got certain circles. The thing is, like, Baltimore wasn't systematically, it wasn't set up how it is now. The reason why it's set up how it is now because a lot of guys, a lot of the promoters, a lot of the people that's doing business in the city, they're not from here. So a lot of the guys that's from here, they're like, you know what? These out-towners coming in and getting this money, taking all this money. So they start teaming up. So they like, all right, it used to be, all right, one person hosting the party or one person putting the party on. Now you might get 5, 6 people on a party and everybody get 15%. You feel me? But it wasn't like that at first. But that crap mentality came during this period because niggas like, all right, well, he got a certain deal he ain't let me know about, and you know what I'm saying. So I think it just comes with different circles. But I I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it.
Right.
I guess when you're in high demand, you don't get to see it.
So, last question I want to ask you: where do you see the Br8 Agency in about 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I would like to have 7 more locations.
Okay.
You know, New York, LA, you know, the top cities.
Okay.
And just represent at least 100 or so artists, you know, clients at that point.
Right.
Just want to be able to just impact what I've learned over the years and just spread.
Well, I think what you're doing is awesome. I always tell you that. Let people know how they can get in contact with you.
Alright, man, you already know it's your boy Larry. What up? If you don't know, Larry, what up, Caudle? That's what I said. That's my new name. You can follow me on Facebook, LaryCaudle. On Instagram, all social media, LaryWhadup. Like Larry, what up? You feel me? Br8 come, man. You already know what it is.